Hey, welcome back to ClearSpot. You paid for the repair and signed off the ticket, but did it actually work? Most operations and maintenance programs assume the repair was successful. ClearSpot agents don't assume, they verify. Post-repair verification is the first thing cut when schedules are tight. It feels like extra work because teams already dispatched, fixed, and returned photos. But the result can be fixes that didn't actually clear the fault. You get recurring defects that masquerade as new issues and unreliable performance records. If a contractor says it's fixed, but the thermal image still shows the hotspot, you're not done. You've just delayed the real problem and paid twice without knowing it. This is how warranty costs spiral and performance metrics become meaningless. Here's what automated verification actually looks like. ClearSpot agents run automatic comparisons between pre-repair and post-repair thermal, electrical, and IV data. The agent looks for one thing. Did the anomaly signature clear? If the hotspot remains, the ticket stays open and a revisit is automatically flagged. The contractor receives a Fix Not Verified Return Required notification. If the anomaly is gone, closure is documented with before and after thermal images and electrical proof. Everything is stamped into the ticket as audit-ready evidence. No more guessing or, trust me, it's fixed. Just data. Let me show you a real example from Site X with a recurring fault on string 14. Pre-repair temperature was 85 degrees Celsius, well above normal. The contractor replaced a connector and sent a photo saying the job was done. But post-repair thermal showed 82 degrees and the anomaly signature remained uncleared. The ticket stayed open and an automatic revisit was flagged. When the contractor returned, they found a loose cable downstream, the real issue. After the true fix, post-repair thermal dropped to 38 degrees, indicating a normal condition. Ticket closed with both pre- and post-images saved and performance data updated. That is the difference between assuming and verifying. This matters for contractors and in-house teams equally. Verified fix data changes the accountability dynamic by replacing word with evidence. For contractors, it means fair payment for work actually completed and clear quality tracking. For in-house teams, it gives technicians clear feedback and highlights training gaps. Performance reviews become data-driven instead of opinion-based. That is how you enforce quality at scale. Now let's put numbers to the cost of not verifying fixes. First, repeat visits drain budget and resources when fixes aren't verified the first time. Second, extended downtime. A fault that should have been cleared in one visit now takes 2 or 3. That's days of lost production. Third, warranty erosion. If contractors keep coming back for the same issue, they start pushing responsibility. It's not our fault, they say. Something else is wrong. Without verification data, you can't prove them wrong. Fourth, trust collapse. When your performance data is unreliable, nobody makes good decisions. Budgets get misallocated. Priorities get confused. Leadership loses confidence in the entire program. One site we analyzed was spending $48,000 more per year on O&M than they should have. Just because 18% of their fixes weren't verified and 12% of those were repeat visits. That's not a small number. That's a new inverter. That's a training program. That's profit. Okay, so this sounds great, but how does it actually fit into what you're already doing? You don't want another manual process. You want automation. Like, share and subscribe for more solar insights. ClearSpot, smart device, smarter decisions.